Welcome everyone. Welcome to our Inspire and Change event. My name is Hinarira and I'm coming to you from a little town in New Zealand. This journey for me, you're going to hear some stories tonight. This journey for me quickly, it started when I was actually 19, so over 20 years ago, when my father actually passed away. He was 42, so younger than I am now. And that left an impression on my 19-year-old mind. And when I started to approach my 40s, actually I was mid-30s, I had 5 children, I started to get a little bit anxious about approaching my 40s. And so we'd always been healthy, but there was just a few tweaks that I felt I needed to make in the diet, in our family's diet. And so I started studying raw food. I became a raw food coach. I started creating programs for people to learn more about it. And then we moved to Tasmania 3 years ago, and we found it hard to access fruits and vegetables that were in season, that were affordable, and we were looking for something to nourish our bodies. And I'm very particular what I put into the bodies of my family. I know there'll be a time where they will get to make their own choices, but at that time I was very particular. And so I came across what we're going to be sharing with you tonight. I've been in this journey for 2 years. It's changed my life in so many ways, which I might share a little bit about later. But basically, I'm a homeschooling mum. I have 5 children. 2 of them are kind of doing their own thing. I've got an 18-year-old who you'll actually meet tonight, and my 16-year-old, he's studying engineering, and then I have my 3 at home. So we're very particular, like I said, about our health. But what I came across 2 years ago was Juice Plus. Okay, Juice Plus. What grabbed my attention from the very beginning was that it's raw juice. It's whole food based. And that resonated with me very much because we'd come from Queensland to Tassie. We were having smoothies in Queensland. I was juicing. My longest juice feast was 40 days. So I love health. I love health. But having these capsules made so much sense, okay? Fruits and vegetables, we all know fruits and vegetables are good for our body. But what happens is we're not always bridging that gap between what we're eating and what we should be eating. So if you haven't seen them before, these are the containers, but these are the little capsules, okay? So this is the vegetable, this is the berry, and this is the fruit. Whoopsie. The fruit here. Okay, so what there are almost 30 fruits and vegetables, different varieties, that have been picked at peak ripeness. They've been juiced, and then the moisture removed, and then it's dried at a very low temperature to protect the nutrients. That's another thing that I loved about it, because I had a huge dehydrator where I would dry my food. The powder is then encapsulated, leaving thousands of phytochemicals and living enzymes. What I liked about it also is that it is science. It's backed up by almost, so these have been around for 25 years. Okay, it's incredible. And these are backed up by over 35 peer-reviewed studies that are similar to pharmaceutical studies, okay, which is actually unheard of in the industry. So what it does, it's proven to decrease inflammation in the body and increase the immune system. So fruits and vegetables are good for the body, and to also know that we've got the science backing it up is just absolutely incredible. I also love the safety of the product, that there are no warning signs on the bottles. It's safe for children, safe for pregnancy, safe for breastfeeding mums, okay, kids of energy at any age, the elderly, athletes, okay, and that the thing that it's whole food nutrition, that ticked a big box for me, like I said. So what happens when we do have other vitamins? They're actually not always recognized by the body, and they come out as disco wee. And it's the body's way of saying, well, I actually don't know what you are, so I'm going to get rid of you straight away. So with Juice Plus, because it's whole food, it's what's called bioavailable, which means the body recognizes it. Okay, so no disco wee. The government recommends about 5 to 9, 13 serves of fruit and vegetables a day. And this is achievable for some people, but not for most. And so for us to get this, we need to be taking quite a lot fruits and vegetables. And I've spoken to so many people, they don't have enough fruits and vegetables daily. I know myself, I don't eat enough. As healthy as I think I am, sometimes I don't eat enough. We don't, where we are, fruit and vegetable is actually really, really expensive. But we do get a lot of wild fruits and vegetables from a family farm, my family farm, and we're enjoying that. And but we do have some farmers markets here, so that's really good. I love that. So all of my children, my whole family are actually on the product, and my children are participating in a children's health study where they get the same version of the capsules, but in chewable form. So these are the chews, and every child from the age of 4 to 18 has the opportunity to be part of this study and have these chews. These are the same thing, but in a chewable form, and it's actually quite surprising I have these to show you because they don't last very long in our house. We eat these way before time. So for children that are part of the Children's Health Study, research and feedback is coming back where the children have improved concentration, they're sleeping better, they're eating better, they have improved dental health, and they're pooping better. We've noticed that they are trying more foods because like attracts like, and what you flood your body with, you will crave more of. So it makes sense that children are getting this nutrition at a cellular level, getting all those antioxidants and nutrients, and so these incredible results are happening for them. So we have another product. We only have 3 products. It's one of my favorite. These are our complete powders. Why? Because they have complete nutrition. We don't market replacement shakes or smoothies. However, I'll have one of these, and I listen to my body. If I don't feel like anything else to eat, then I won't eat anything. So this with some Cocoa Quench. I love Cocoa Quench, coconut rice milk. And I'll put in a banana, and it's just beautiful. I love it. I'll have this before I go to the gym in the morning, and this it sustains me. So we've got in these are your superfoods. Now, I was never a protein powder. This is raw protein, pea protein. It has broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, spirulina, pomegranate, pumpkin powder, and mushroom powder, which is really important for vitamin D. 60 to 70% of us are vitamin D deficient, and the only other place we can get vitamin D is from the sun. Okay, so this is an awesome smoothie booster, and my whole family like to get into my smoothies. So I have to make a big jug. I think I've got a 3-litre jug. We make that every day. Our last product are our omegas. Okay. Now these are actually new. These just came out last year, and it's the first time, I think it's in 15 years, that they've brought out a new product. So that just goes to show they do a lot of research, and I love the longevity of this product. So this is a natural blend of plant-based omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And I have to read the source, but we miss out the middleman, who are the fish, and we go straight to the source of these omegas, which are amazing. pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn berry oil, tomato seed oil, safflower seed oil. Okay? And I've known for a long time the benefits of seeds. And that was another thing I wanted to share with you, actually. With our capsules, they juice peel, the seeds, the core of most of these fruits and vegetables. And I love that because they are pesticide-free, herbicide-free. Okay, so we also have, before I finish my part here, an online health program called our JBT program, which everyone gets plugged into. And it was written by a friend of ours, Kira Westwick, who was in the top 10 MasterChef in 2014. She's very passionate about health and nutrition. And we've got a lifestyle guide. We've got over 300 recipes. I attribute these recipes for me being sugar-free for 2 years. I started my journey just before I started on the juice beans. I found it a little difficult the first few months, but when I came across the program, I found we have sweet potato brownies, we have 3-ingredient cookies, there's Rocky Road recipes in there. The recipes are beautiful, and at the start, because I wasn't a sugar addict, but I love sweets, I would have a lot of those recipes, but now my body has, it's kind of equalized out where I don't have to have as much now. And I attribute the JBT recipes for me being able to keep on this journey and stay sugar-free. So the only rule with our program is that we just eat real food. That's all. This is no deprivation. We just eat real food. And tonight we're going to be hearing a few stories from some beautiful people. We are going to turn the time over to Tali, who's going to share a little bit about her story and Juice Plus. So, hey Tali.
Hello, thank you, Henrietta.
You're
Hi
welcome.
guys, how's it going? Can't answer me, but okay, I'll just start with a little bit about myself. My name's Tali, I'm 25. For about a year now, I've started a health journey, and by that I mean I've started to try and eat better and drink more water and more probiotics into my diet and stuff. But no matter what I've been doing, I don't really have time to come home from work and prepare really like full of vegetables meals and stuff. Like I just don't have time. I don't even really have time to meal prep. So I find I come home and I just eat whatever I want for tea and notice it the next day. But for about 4 months now, I've been taking the premium capsules, the fruits, berries and juice, fruits, berries. I had a total mind blank there. Anyway, I've been taking the premium capsules for about 4 months now. After a week of starting them, I noticed a difference. I noticed I was thirsty a lot more, so I was drinking a lot more water. I now drink 2 litres of water every day, and that's because when you take the capsules as well, you have to drink a lot of water, and I really enjoy getting all that in. Also noticed I've been eating better, and my skin and my hair and my nails have really, like, the quality of them has really increased. My nails grow really well now. Also been craving a lot more fruits and vegetables, have salads and stuff for lunch where I normally always at work have a toast sandwich. I'm renowned for having a sandwich, so it's a bit weird now. The girls see me having a smoothie for breakfast and a salad. It's literally just what I love now. My whole life I had a lot of energy drinks and stuff. Always wanted that energetic feeling, and by having those opposite effect, I'd always crash and burn and wouldn't sleep at night. I actually got really bad anxiety and depression. I'd go to work and I'd be angry, like the littlest things would tick me off, and that's really not good when you're in customer service. It's not the sort of person I am, so it was really good when I was introduced to Juice Plus, because by having those nutrients in my body, I just feel better every day. Like I have such more self-confidence. I actually want to go out and do things. I come home from work and I have a lot of energy. I cook tea, I meal prep for the week, I prep my smoothie for the next day, go and see my friends, spend time with my family, and I'm also encouraging my family and my friends to start eating better and stuff because they're noticing the differences in me. I've also been making these healthy recipes in the program that's given to me, taking them to work, and all the girls are loving it. So it's been a massive life-changing experience for me in my self-confidence and my health. And even doing a call like this, I never would have done before, but just this whole journey has changed my life immensely, and I cannot thank Juice Plus enough. I cannot thank the women that have introduced me and supported me enough in this, and it's life-changing, and it's going to continue to be life-changing, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Thanks,
Thank you.
Carly. I love these stories that we hear. It's we connect with people. You'll find out later that we actually connect with people that we don't know. And sometimes we can connect with them for a year before we meet them face to face. But when we meet them face to face, it's like we've been best friends for years. It's really an incredible journey. So thanks so much for that, Tali. I'm actually going to change it up a little now. We are launching Galilee tonight. She's just started in the business. So Galilee is 18. She started just over a week ago, and we are going to go over to her and ask her a few questions. Hey, Galilee.
Hi.
Hey, Galilee. So Galilee is actually my daughter. She'll share a little bit about her story, but in a nutshell, she'll share, how long she's been on Juice Plus, and she came to conference 10 months ago. So that's what did it for her, because I had no idea this is what she wanted to do. I like my children to make their own choices in terms of their entrepreneurial activities. But Galilee, so we kind of know how Juice Plus came into your life. Tell us a little bit about that, and what's got you excited about the future. And pretty much, why did you jump on board?
Okay, so I was introduced to Juice Plus 2 years ago from my mum. She joined the business 2 years ago, and I was taking the product ever since then. I noticed differences in my skin and also like in my eczema, because I have really bad eczema, and I just noticed it would clear away just like that. And I kind of swore by those. I swore by those because that was like my skincare routine, just taking the beans. And then I went to conference last year in June. And I just wanted to go just because I like going everywhere and then I went there, and it was just like, wow, like there's more people around my age that do it. I didn't really think there'd be people my age doing the business. I just thought it would be people like older people doing the business. And ever since I was young, I've always wanted to build a business, and so I thought this would be like the perfect opportunity to create something on my own. And I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's cool. So why, what we kind of heard, you saw people at conference. What gets you excited about the future with this?
I think what's gotten me excited about the future regarding this business is that there's a lot of young people that have the opportunity to create their own business or create their own income online, and I just want to share that opportunity with them, because I feel like young people these days want to like live on their own terms and do what they want, whether it be like traveling, whether it be documenting, with just whatever. So that's what gets me excited, is that I get to share this with so many people my age and even older, and it just gives them an opportunity to also be influencers and become like creating an impact as well as creating an income. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for that. She was right. She does love to come everywhere. So she loves traveling, and So she took up the opportunity to come to conference. Well, all because of conference. And we actually have our conference coming up in 2 months, and we're really excited about that. We're really excited to get together. So thanks for that, Galilee.
No worries.
All right, so I'm going to share a little bit about, we're going to change it up a little bit, and I hope you can all see this. There are 2 myths that come along with this business. The first is that it's a pyramid scheme, and the second is that you need to know a lot of people. Well, if I were to scan who's on here tonight, I only knew my daughter when I first started this business. So you will learn a little bit about that. So pyramid schemes are actually illegal, okay? But if I were to explain to you a pyramid scheme, I will go back to when I started working, when I got married. I was a checkout chick. I was a checkout girl. We just moved to a new town after we got married, and my husband was studying. So I went off to work, and I worked in a supermarket. Now, here's me down the bottom. There are a lot of us. We had this beautiful community, and we're down here now. Above us were the supervisors. Now, I'm a good worker. I know I'm a good worker, and so I was vying to become a supervisor, but those positions were already filled, and also there were women in the checkouts that had been there longer than I'd been there, and they were actually next in line to become supervisors. So I probably had to be there quite a few years to even become a supervisor. Above the supervisors were the different managers. So, you've got your produce manager, your grocery manager. And then above them, you've got the branch manager. And our branch manager, Barry, he was an awesome guy. I'd see him on the floor helping in the shelving and things like that. And usually to get up here, and then you have a regional manager, and then you have the CEO. If you can see that structure, there's not much room up there. And to get up there, you probably need a degree of sorts. Okay, now this is kind of the pyramid structure that is in a lot of businesses, a lot of corporations and companies. All right, so when you look at that, unless you have a degree, you can't get up there, and you're vying for positions to get up there. Okay, so that is how we would explain a pyramid scheme. Now, in our business, it looks a little bit more like this. Actually, let me just fold that a little bit. This is the structure. And when we start out down here all together as a virtual franchisee. Just like the pyramid, there's a lot of space down here, but then you have the opportunity to move up here. And you can go up certain levels as well. And as you can see, this is the top level, NMD, which you don't need to know yet what that means. But at NMD, there's a lot of space up there. And actually, in our wider team, we have some of the most, probably some of the most NMDs. And we just crank them out in our team. Now, to get up here, you actually have to be a helper and a teacher. And you have to help people. This is a helping business. And that's what I love about this. It's a business where you help people. It's service. Okay, and that's the first myth. So that's our structure. The next myth is that you need to know a lot of people. Okay, now like I said, I didn't know everyone on here. Okay, but now I do. We have, for example, Kira up here. Let me just. I'm just muting somebody's. Kira, okay? So Kira started the business about 4 years ago. She shared it with a few people. One of the people she shared it with was her friend Tracy. Now, they were friends. Now, Tracy, I did not know from a bar of soap, but my cousin messaged me and said, you need to contact this girl because she looks like she likes the same things you do. So I watched her, then I reached out. I said, what are these juice beans you're talking about? Then 5 months later, because I'm a bit of a researcher, I jumped on the product and on the business because I saw very quickly what this business could do. So under Tracy, it came me, okay? And then I shared it with Leona and Amanda. Leona shared it with Linda and Debbie and Andrea, who are actually all on tonight, okay? Debbie shared it with Edith, who's on tonight, with Tali and Catherine. Okay, so what's happened here, this just blows up. We call it the popcorn effect. And we do this by just helping people. We have two ways that we help people. We help people to take charge of their health, and we help people to create an income from home, okay, to take charge of their finances as well. And so if I can, I think we have Media on here who's launching as well. Do we have you on here, Media? If you want to unmute yourself, let me just see. Oh, here she is. Can you? Yes. Okay, I'm going to spotlight you. And I'm just going to, Media started the business actually just last week, but she's got a bit of a story too to share. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? And what's got you excited about the future?
Hi everyone, my name is Miria, and I guess I have known Hinarera for over 10 years because we both are members of the same church. Just, following Hinarera over the past 2.5 years on Facebook. Just, she was always into health. At church, she would always be sharing health things to the sisters, and that's how I met her. And yeah, like I said, just following her on Facebook, the different stories and what's in the Juice Plus that I really was inspired by it. What made me get on Juice Plus, so I've got to go back now. When I was a teenager, I used to get really heavy periods, and I suffered a lot in my teenage days, and I couldn't really hold a job. Then I got married, and my first pregnancy was an ectopic, which is the baby's growing in the fallopian tube, and that ruptured. And then I'm a mother of 6 children, and my husband works away. So, I've practically raised my children, it feels like, on my own. And, all natural births, so I was very grateful for that. But, because I didn't look after myself, and I used to watch Hinarera and think, oh, she's such a health nut. Listen, we loved our fruit, my family. We had vegetables with our dinner. It didn't get any deeper than that. But the older I got, I also had a ruptured appendix, never felt pain like that before. And after having my 6 children, I had a hysterectomy. And, after having a hysterectomy, I knew that, the doctors told me my insides were all twisted, and I guess I went through a bit of depression. I, raising 6 children, now they're adults now, and I've also got 3 grandchildren and 1 on the way, due in June, I 5.5 years ago, I got my thyroid taken out because it was an enlarged thyroid, and it would sort of cruise across my neck, and because cancer runs in my father's family, I wanted it removed. So, you know, all these symptoms over, you know, a period of just over 45 years, you know, it takes a real toll on you as a mum, you know, and, you know, I work full time. But, you know, I've been on Juice Plus for 6 weeks now, and my skin has never felt so good, because, you know, when the thyroid was removed, that also, you have problems with your skin, with your immune system, with your mood swings. You know, it takes a lot when your thyroid gets removed. So, yeah, going on Juice Plus has honestly been a blessing for me to know that, you know, I'm finally putting something healthy into my body. And because my children are very sporty, you know, they would be telling me, oh, Mum, you know, we need to eat healthy, you know. And so, you know, a lot of things within the 6 weeks have changed in our home, which, you know, I'm really, really grateful for. I go to the mall now, and I practically just go down 3 aisles at the mall, because, you know, we're making a change, not just myself, but my family. And, you know, I just give credit to Hinarera, and definitely to Juice Plus, because, you know, I'm just like, how am I going to feel and look in 3 months' time? So thank you, Hinarera.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for that, Media, for that beautiful share.
You're welcome.
know, we do say to stay on for 4 months, because you get a good indication of what the body's doing after 4 months, because the blood cells rejuvenate every 4 months. But people are getting results within weeks. My husband's his sugar cravings decreased dramatically after 2 to 3 weeks. And but that's another story, but I will share that another day. I want to actually pass the time over to Linda, who's going to share one of the other exciting parts of our business, and it's how we get paid. So unmute you, Linda, and there we go.
Thank you. Thanks, Hinarera. Great to hear your story, Miria. Just amazing. You certainly had some health challenges there, and it'll be great to see your journey and to follow your journey over the next few months. Congratulations, Galilee, on your launch. Wonderful. Love to see it. Thank you. Looking forward to meeting you in conference in Perth. Okay, how we get paid. This company is absolutely fantastic. I've never been in an organisation that works this way before. So there are 3 ways that we get paid. 3 ways, okay? Forget about your ordinary job where you get paid once and that's it. We get paid 3 ways. First of all, we get paid on retail. So every time you share your Juice Plus message and you share it with somebody that you meet who decides that they want to try it as well, you put their order in and the company takes over and they ship the product to that customer. But because you've loved on them, you've shared that you've done the work, you've got the order, you get paid a percentage on the order that they put in. Okay, so that's the first one. Second way we get paid is by bonus. Now, Hinarera mentioned the different levels that you can go through as you do your business, as you build your business. Now, pardon me. Now, the acronyms here don't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter what they mean. You'll learn those as they go along. But some of the ranks, the first significant rank you can get to is SDVF. And because you have to join arms with other people, you learn from other people, you work with other people, you teach people how to do this business. So when you reach the rank of SDVF, you do it in a timeline, you qualify within a time limit, and you get a $400 bonus because you've done it in that fast track timeline. But the person who is your upline or the person who has taught you also gets a $400 bonus. Okay? The next one is SC, and again, you qualify by doing that within a certain time period, you get a $600 bonus. So does the person who has taught you. So it's worth our while. You know, Hinarera said we have to link arms to move forward through the ranks. This is why, because we need to teach other people how to do it, and we can't do it unless somebody teaches us. The next one is SSC. That's a $1,200 bonus for you and $1,200 for the person who is your upline, who's teaching you. QNMD is $1,500 bonus for you, plus $1,500 for your teacher, your upline. And then the pinnacle position that Hinarera mentioned, NMD, that is a $3,000 bonus. Okay, every time you teach somebody to get to any of these positions, you get that bonus. And by the time you get to NMD, there's not much else your teacher can teach you, so they don't get a bonus. Okay, it's just you. You get a $3,000 bonus. But nevertheless, that's a pretty significant list of bonuses just for qualifying for each of those positions in a particular time limit. So that's the second way we get paid. Firstly is retail, second is bonus. And these bonuses are on top of your retail earnings, okay? Now, the third way we get paid, we get paid a performance percentage. And this is what they call residual income, or the beach money, you'll sometimes hear it called. And this is the money that when you qualify for this money, this comes in regardless of whether you're actively working or not. If you're taking a holiday, you can go off and take a holiday for 6 months if you wanted to. This money still comes in, okay? Because this is the repayment that you get, if you like, for the work that you have put into those people that you are training up. So apart from the bonuses, you know, you continue to get this performance bonus for the love and the work that you've put into them. So once you have 3 qualified people in your team, we call that a club. Once you have 3 qualified people, you get, that's equivalent to about $600 a month. Okay. If you have 12 people who are qualified, you get it's worth about $800 to $1,000 a month, every month. While they remain qualified, you get that $800 to $1,000 a month, every month. 24 qualified people, it's $5,000 to $7,000 a month. And then when you get to 39 club, it's $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay, every month. Now that equates to about $96,000 to $120,000 a year. This is just in performance money. You are still getting your retail. You are still getting bonuses on new people that are coming on board, and you are still training. So that is the 3 ways that we get paid. Now you can keep going. There are people that are at 100 club. There are people that are at a 500 club. I can't imagine what sort of money they're earning. It's a lot. Pardon me. The Australian government, if you're interested, for those of us that are a little bit older, the Australian government has calculated that you need around about $120,000 of residual income to give you a livable income throughout your retirement. So if you can qualify for a 39 club, there's your $120,000 a year. Okay, that's enough to see you through your retirement every year. So that's pretty impressive figures. And of course, as I said, you don't stop at 39 club. You just keep on going. There are so many people even in our team that are earning, you know, that have got over 100 club. So that's multiple 6-figure incomes every month that they are earning. There's a lot of money to be made in this business. Now the business is simple. You've seen the product range. We have a small product range. It's an excellent product range. So we don't need any more products. It's simple, but you need to work hard. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay. But for $165, which is the cost of your franchise to enable you to get in at that ground floor level, that DVF level, a virtual franchisee level, that first level, $165. That's it. Now, I've been in a traditional franchise business, one where you have a bricks and mortar office and staff and all that sort of thing, and we certainly paid tens of thousands of dollars for our franchise, plus had all the setup costs and the rental costs and the staffing costs and everything, and still paid some enormous percentage, I can't remember what it was now, but a percentage in royalty, which was what we paid to the franchisor every year. Tens of thousands of dollars we paid every year, okay, for the privilege of being a franchise and getting that support. Here, it costs us $165, and you can see the potential for the money to be earned in it, if you are willing to work at it, okay? So if you're interested in earning this sort of money, if you're interested to find out what sort of potential there is in it for you, reach out to the person that invited you tonight or who has sent you the replay of this, and ask them and talk to them about it and see whether it's possible for you, okay? Don't say to yourself, but what if I fail? Ask yourself, what if I fly? I want to fly. So off you go. Thanks, Inarera.
Awesome. I love that. And that's the question that we ask, guys. I'm going to finish off there. The question is, what if? What if this could be something for you? What if you could create something for you and your family that is fun? You are a part of an incredible community that support each other, which is not always happening out there in the workforce. What if this could be, what if you could take back your dreams? We already know the power of the product. And so now what we do is we inspire healthy living around the world. And this is for all ages, as you can see. And my daughter, she said before, I thought this was for older people. It's absolutely not. We had a girl 18 share on our team training with, I think, maybe 250, 300 people last month. And we've got 18-year-olds starting this, and young girls, young adults, and mums, and all sorts. So we're really, really excited. If this is something that could be for you, ask yourself, what if this could be for me? And reach out to the person who shared this with you, and he or she will be able to answer your questions or find someone who can answer questions for you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing, for coming on, and being part of this. So I'm just going to unmute everyone, and we're just going to say goodbye and have a great night. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Inarera. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, sis.
Thank
Awesome
you.
work, guys.